President Biden delivering his first State of the Union address last night, a 62-minute speech that's getting mixed reviews this morning.
And for more reaction, let's welcome in Tennessee Congressman and member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Tim Burchett. Sir, welcome back to Wake Up America.
Thanks for having me on, Allison. It's always good to be with Rob. Best hair in the business, I've always said.
We love it. Congressman, I spoke with former Senator and presidential candidate Rick Santorum earlier about last night's speech showing divide within a crumbling party. Take a listen.
I don't recall any Republican president ever having Republicans rebut what the Republican president is saying. It just tells you the state of the Democratic Party. Even though they've gotten Joe Biden to do everything they want him to do, they want to push even harder. And again, you have a party that is going to fail miserably in this upcoming election.
Congressman, do you agree with his point?
I agree. It's really ridiculous. I mean, he stands up and says that he's a capitalist and he's proposing socialist agenda things just right off the top. He might as well just be reading something out of the Kremlin or something. It's ridiculous, and it's beyond belief, really, that the left, he's so far off the edge. I mean, he's off the map, and he's still not far enough for them.
Congressman, last night the president had a unique opportunity that American presidents get to unite. In this case, not just the American people, but also democracies abroad. We're all watching what's happening in Ukraine, this war. We're in the 7th day of the fighting. Did he do any of that last night? Do you think he swayed public opinion at all? Again, this is somebody with a 37% approval rating after just 15 months.
Well, all he could do is get up there and you know, I told somebody maybe he could have just gone off the rails and just started singing or something. It would have made his ratings go up because they're at the bottom. But, you know, he didn't mention anything about with Ukraine. He didn't do anything about the oil situation, how we're importing 560,000 barrels a day, how Keystone Pipeline, we would have brought in more than that a day. And then when he announced 60 million barrels or whatever that he was releasing, I mean, that's only 2 months of what we received from Russia.
Right.
And the American public's got to realize, and I think they do, that this president is basically financing the war in Ukraine by our oil purchases. And all he has to do, by executive order, he could say, let's stop that. But somebody's getting rich, and, you know, we're basically almost at a war state with Russia, yet they're negotiating a peace settlement, so-called peace settlement with Iran. And those folks want to kill us and the Jews. So, you know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense of what he's putting out right now. Nothing really made sense. I looked at Democrats, and they sort of had a puzzled state. I think they were glad it only lasted 60 minutes.
Yeah, Congressman, you know, he talked about Ukraine and talked about, you know, he likes to spend, but he didn't really mention anything about spending money to, you know, for our military. He didn't talk about that at all.
Well, our own defense, you're exactly right. And our southern border, I mean, that little 11 words or whatever he said, you know, he said things like, let's lower costs. And everybody started clapping. You know, I mean, well, heck, I'm for lowering costs. And just how the heck are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Let's cut the cost of child care. Let's cut prescription drugs. And, you know, there you see Speaker Pelosi and the vice president clapping. And we're like Pavlov's dog. I mean, but there's no details to it. And I think it's a sinking ship. I think the Democrats know it, and they're just trying to hold on, looking for a life jacket.
I was stunned that there wasn't a course correction of some kind, something to motivate the American people, something for people to get behind, something concrete. It just seemed like this rambling 62 minutes. I liked the first, 4 or 5 minutes of the speech. I've said that throughout the morning. I thought he was right on the money, and the energy level seemed right, and the applause reflected that. He was getting some bipartisan applause, but after that, it was just this rambling, unfocused. It was drivel. There was nothing that was concrete without a plan. It was wild.
I'd hoped he would send the American public some hope, that if you just go to the gas pumps, we try to overcomplicate things, but if you go to any gas pumps in this country and just listen to the folks, I don't care if they're in a suit or in their Carhartt overalls.
Yeah.
Congressman, we got to run, but I did look this up. So it's $3.67 a gallon. That's the average in your state, Tennessee. $1.50 more than it was a year ago. That's Joe Biden's America. Unbelievable.
That's Joe Biden's America. You're
Congressman,
exactly right.
Good to see you again. As always, we appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Allison, Rob. Love the hair, Rob. Allison.
Thank you, sir.
You got your competition.
Thank you, sir. Take care.
Good to see you, Congressman. We'll see you again soon.